When we first learned about records back in the values and functions section of the course, we learned that records don't let you dynamically add properties, remove properties, or kind of like change the types of things under the hood or anything like that. That's where a dictionary comes in. A dictionary is going to allow us to have a general data structure where we can map keys to values. Let's take a look at how that works. So we left off, we were kind of messing with arrays. Let's just change this array import to use dictionaries. So a dictionary is going to have two, kind of like a key type variable, and it's going to have a value type variable. So if I wanted to make a dictionary that helped me, let's say I'm making a game. So I have like, a game world, and I want to be able to have like a coordinate tell me if there is like an enemy there. So I made this new game world type alias, but I didn't define what a coordinate was. So a type alias for a coordinate is just an integer, an x and a y position. And then let's say a type alias for an enemy. Let's say there's only one type of enemy, which is frog. All right. In this game, it's just there's just a bunch of frogs. It's the opposite of Frogger. And let's say we want to use a dictionary to be able to find out for a given coordinate, is there a frog there? Yes or no. So maybe it's like tic-tac-toe or something. We only have three tiles or something like that. Is there a frog on my tic-tac-toe board? So let's make our first dictionary here. So I'm just going to call this dictionary. It's going to be a game world. I guess we can call it game world, huh? And what we're going to do is we're going to use this dictionary module to initialize our game world here. So what we can do is we can start putting frogs on the map. Maybe at 0, 1, we want to add a frog. And you know what? Let's add a toad in there. Let's say there's some toads. Let's say at 2, 0, there's a toad. Cool. All right, so some spaces here because I don't have Elm format, because we're going to cover that later. So I'm just living in the Wild West. So what this dictionary method did is it allowed me to define my coordinates as keys. This is like the x and y position, and say that I have this dictionary that has a frog at this coordinate and a toad at this coordinate. And we're going to see how that's useful. So I'm going to go over here. It's a little bit bigger. And we're just going to import that main module so we have access to game world. What you'll see is game world is a dictionary. And so we're going to have the ability to really quickly look up values at keys. So dict.get, if I try to get something at the coordinate 0, 0 for my game world, we're going to get, oops, I need to import dictionary, don't I? Import dict, exposing dict. So if I try to get something at 0, 0, there's no frogs there, there's no toads there, so I'm going to get nothing. But if I try to get a value at 0, 1, I do find an enemy. So I love how frogs are enemies. I don't know what I'm doing here. But anyway, the dict .get function is really great for just giving it a key and looking up a value. So this is similar to using like the dot property in JavaScript. That's something that you might use it for. It's also really great for setting a new value. So if I wanted to add at like 3, 3, I wanted to add another toad, I could just add that to my game world by doing this. Oh, sorry, it's not set. It's going to be using insert. That's the function name that I should have been using here. And so now you'll see that it's added over here a new toad to my dictionary. So if I wanted to do dict.get on this new value, it would return true. And just like list, just like array, just like everything in Elm, this didn't modify my original game world. This just returned a new game world that has that new toad inserted. So I can say new game world equals this. And so if I did dict.get 3, 3 for my original game world, we'd get a miss because it didn't modify the old variable. It just returned a new updated thing. So new game world does have that toad entry in there. So that's get, that's insert. You can also use dict.size. which will tell you how many elements are in your dictionary. So here we only have 2. In the new game world, we have 3. You can also do this to quickly check to see if there's something at that coordinate. Like, let's say you don't care if it's a frog or a toad. You just want to know if the player can't move there, something like that. You can do this, and that'll say true, there's something there. Or it can say, false, there's nothing at 0, 2. The other thing that you can do is you can, besides inserting, you can also do dict.remove, which is going to allow you to delete a value at a given key. So if I take this, what you'll see is it's deleted the frog from my game world. So let's say you're making a game where you're just going around punching frogs. I don't know what you do in your free time. That's your business. But let's say you made that game, dict.remove would allow you to just very quickly say, okay, I'm going to get rid of the frog at that position. In a non-making a game setting, dictionaries are really common in applications. Let's say you're getting a list of users from your database and you want to really quickly be able to look up users by ID, or you are showing a list of table rows. You might also want to quickly, when you click on a row, be able to get the data for that row. You can use an array for that because that would be number based, but dictionaries work great too. Arrays are really kind of specialized dictionaries that only work with integers. And in this next video, in this final data structure we're going to cover in this course, we're going to take a look at sets, which are dictionaries where we don't care about the value. We really just care about that member functionality. So I'll see you in that video.